What's up, everyone? It's Aaron, and I figure I might as well make a 14 month tea video. Alright, so changes, really, there really hasn't been all that much going on, but I guess some general changes that I've noticed. It seems like my sideburn area is a little bit, there's some more dark hairs coming in there. I'm gonna try. I don't think you can see anything, but it's coming in. Like, again, it's all super duper blonde, but it's starting to come in a little bit thicker. Some dark hairs are there. Underneath is where it's really just the darkest, and I had like a little beardish, I don't really know what you call it, just right under here. I had that growing out for a while, and I really liked it, and I shaved it off, and I was sad that I shaved it off because it's been taking a long time to just grow a little bit of anything back. So yeah, acne, it doesn't look too horrible in the video, and it hasn't been that bad. Excuse me. I've been trying to be consistent with the face wash and the acne pads, and it seems to be helping. I guess the whole like process of that is it gets worse before it gets better, and I'm just really bad at not popping pimples when there's like whiteheads and all that nasty stuff along with pimples, so I'm trying. But the acne has been like fairly consistent for my, I guess, bout with acne, which it really hasn't been horrible, so hopefully that starts to get better. Body hair, I've noticed like my belly is pretty covered in hair. You can't see it on video because I've tried to do that. It doesn't show up. But if you're like up close looking at my stomach, not that anyone other than me would be doing that at this point, you can definitely see it. It's definitely there. I have like a little bit on my chest, which is there. So that's kind of cool. I've noticed a few, like 3 like random stray hairs up on my shoulders, which I've plucked because, I don't know, it's a little weird, like, just to have like a few of them and be dark. But still, again, you know, knock on wood, I don't really have any back hair up top or on the middle of my back. I think there's like a little bit on the small of my back, but I'm pretty content with that. I hope it really doesn't start to grow, just because I think hairy backs are really nasty. That's just me though. Leg hair, it's definitely super thick. It seems to be filling out even still on the back of my calves. My thighs are covered in it now. Still really blonde in some spots, like I want to say knee to like mid-thigh on the top. It's covered in hair, but it's super blonde, and then like the more you go up it gets darker, and then on the backs of my thigh it's like a jungle of hair. There's a lot of hair back there, and it's all dark hair. So that's pretty cool. That's something that I've noticed that has really been coming in now, is all over my thighs are getting filled with hair. Ass hair. That's something I feel like people don't really talk about. It's coming, it's there. Not a whole lot. At least I don't think it's a whole lot. But definitely ass hair. It happens. So yeah, expect that. My arms, I don't really think anything's been going on with them. They seem to be about the same. Ingrown hairs, though, on my arms, which I'm not sure if it's from work, because I work at a dog grooming place, and you know, a lot of the little hairs can get stuck in your skin. So I feel like it could be a combination of that. I don't know if, you know, because my body is growing a lot more hair, if there's an increased chance of, you know, ingrown hairs, but I have been noticing them sprouting up, um, which is kind of annoying. They're kind of painful, but yeah, I've been noticing that, so I'll definitely keep an eye on that up at school to see if that's happening. Another thing that I've noticed, which again, I don't know if it's like related to the testosterone or not, but I am like 70% Irish and like 20% German, and like the rest is English. So I have like super duper fair skin, and I normally fry in the summertime. Like, I need to constantly be putting on sunscreen, a 30 or 50 at least, you know, when I'm outside. And I haven't really been outside too much this summer, but I normally don't go outside a lot over the summer. But I seem to, for me again, I seem to be getting tan, which doesn't really happen. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's kind of cool. It's nice to not be a lobster all the time. So I think I got like that base going down, and then I don't know. I've been tanning, which is kind of cool. What else? I had like a whole bunch of issues with trying to get my script sent to me and then faxed to me, and then the, you know, doctor's office fucked up, and then, you know, the pharmacy that it was finally faxed to didn't have a generic brand, so I would have had to pay like 11 times more for the name brand or whatever. And I was like, fuck that. You know, I'm not trying to do that. So, you know, 3 weeks later I was finally able to get my hormones. But I did notice that during those 3 weeks when I missed my shots and everything, probably midway through that, which I noticed originally when I was doing shots every other week, around like day like 11 and 12, somewhere in that range, I would get really fucking cranky and pissy and just be like a really mean, nasty person. That did happen, but then once I kind of like got past that, I was fine again, but my appetite was insane. I wanted to eat everything, and I did eat everything. It was ridiculous. I was hungry all the time, craving everything, like all these sweets, cookies, cake, ice cream, candy. Like, I could not stop eating. So that was a bit frustrating. But now that has gone away. Like, I've been back, you know, regularly doing my shots, so that's been good. Also, with doing my shots, when I first started, I had an issue of, you know, not a lot, but it seems like a lot, testosterone would leak back out, and I'd get really frustrated with that because I feel like I wasn't getting everything, you know, that little bit in that syringe, you know, each week or each time you do your shot. That's, you know, that's like gold right there, and to just have it slip away, you're just like, what the fuck, like, ugh. So what I've started doing is I've been doing like the little air bubble trick, and that's been working great. So yeah, if you've had trouble with your shots, I definitely suggest doing that. The little air bubble, which is basically you pull like a little bit of extra air into the syringe, you know, flick the needle so that the T is down when you know, aspirate it, I don't think I'm saying that right. Aspirate it. I don't know. Something where you pull back on the needle to make sure you're not in the vein. That kind of like gets out the little bit of the air bubble and whatnot. It goes back up to the top. You push it all down. Little bit of air bubble. Blah blah blah. Goes back in and it gets kind of all the tea into your body. You don't have an issue of it leaking out. So that's been working great for me. I really haven't had an issue with my shots lately again. Knock on wood for that. I think physical-wise, that's pretty much everything I've been noticing. The little guy, again, I don't really know. I don't think he's really gotten anything bigger. I don't think he's grown really much more, which is disappointing, but it is what it is. Apparently, it takes up to 2 years for him to stop growing, for him to still be able to grow, so maybe there will be a little growth spurt. I've dabbled with pumping a little bit, so I don't know, we'll see how that goes, but yeah, as of right now, he hasn't really changed all that much. My body fat, I don't know if it's still redistributing itself or not, but that's all pretty much generally in the stomach region. But I definitely have noticed my body shape shifting a bit. I haven't really been doing anything working out or like changing my eating patterns like to be healthier lately. So my weight has been pretty consistent, but that's a nice thing for me at least to have, you know, to continue to eat how I have been eating and to not really do anything exercise-wise. It's nice to like finally be at a consistent weight that I'm alright with. I wanna, once I get back up to school, I really wanna try to, you know, eat healthier and get into somewhat of a regular exercising routine, so hopefully that goes into play. I've rambled on now for 12 and a half minutes, but yeah, that's pretty much a general update of what I have for the physical changes wise. So yeah, alright, I hope everyone is well, and yeah, alright, that's it. Later, guys.